everyone. Hello, hello. We're doing a little test stream here on YouTube. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Welcome, everyone. We've been on basically on every single social media account that we have in the last couple of hours as we are doing a little test stream on a new encoder system that we're testing out here on the channel. So we thought we'd bring it over to YouTube. We've been all over the place. We've been on TikTok. We've been on Instagram. We've been on Facebook. Now we're over on YouTube. So bear with us. This is only a test. We'll have some fun as well and some plane spotting to go with it as well. All right. Most of you guys have probably been watching the other test streams. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. As you will see, we're kind of minimalist here, though I should probably put the bug in the corner. There we go. Gotta put the bug on there just in case someone decides to, you know, steal our live stream. So hello, little bonus stream going on here. Not a lot of action going on at the moment. We are here at Imperial Hill. Hello, Nightbot. Nice for Nightbot to show up. So we're testing out an encoder. And why are we testing out this encoder? Well, first of all, we've been figuring out, well, what do we want to use it for? I mean, what's the purpose of this, Kevin? You've been purchasing this and that and hopes of this and that. We're always looking for ways to minimize the amount of equipment that we can take on a live stream. And we purchased something last year called a Live View. That was okay. The problem was that we could not put any of our logos on it. Now I can put logos on this. And it's very convenient. So the only problem is I can't put super chats on the screen at this point. I don't think. Let me try. Someone just did send a super chat. Oh, well, there we go. We can put a super chat, though they're not our main super chats, but it's okay. Still, with a $5 super chat. And guess what? I even have the ding dong. Thank you so much. Well, maybe we can work on those super chats, make them look a little bit better. I didn't know we could do that. All right. Eve Air Cargo Flight 619 heading to Taipei, 777 freighter heading on down taxiway Alpha to 25 left or right. Find out here shortly.
Turn right here, then properly 25 right at Juliet, possible hold in position.
All right, right here, right on Juliet.
So the audio sounds tinty. All right, let me see if I can work on that. I don't. How's this? Is that any better? Testing 1 2 1 2. Does that sound any better? Like I said, this is a test. We're gonna figure out things here and there. I'm glad we're actually using this on YouTube so I can go home and watch it on the big screen to really see the difference. This is Delta Airlines Flight 1443. It's an A320 originally with Northwest Airlines. Oh, that audio is better now? Interesting. Okay. First takeoff of the stream, American Airlines Flight 2024 heading to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas at A321. Echo. Oh, now there's an echo? All right, stand by. So that's not that. Turn that one off. Sounds like I'm in a stadium. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. All right, how's that audio? I'm fooling around with the audio. Again, Rudy's in the chat as well, reminding you all this is a test stream and a test only. I think the chat's a little delayed. Do we got it now? Everything's better now? Are we sounding better? All right, better. That's good.
David 619er, have you advised it's Foxtrot
There's a lot of buttons on this encoder. All right, we've got that EVA Air 777 freighter heading to the 25s as we do have that American A321 now taking off on 25 right.
David 619er, have you, are you able to intersect the departure or do you need the pulling?
Picture is great. Well, that's good. It's half the battle. Turkish Airlines Flight 9 to 777-300ER coming from Istanbul. Landing on the north side on 24 left, now heading to the gates of Tom Bradley.
25 left, clear to land. AB paid 80 heavy.
Still need to work on the audio. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right, how about focusing on the plane and not the wires? We're kind of a little further down at Imperial Hill, a little farther to the west than we normally are in our normal location, as there was other live streamers here today. EVA Air Cargo Fleet 619 heading to Taipei, a 777 freighter lined up on 25 right. 39 Aeronautica Chief for the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I love that we can put the super chats on the screen, though I don't like the colors of them, though I think we can work on that. I did look into if we could add our ever so famous flight tracker on the bottom, and apparently right now we can't, but I think there's a possibility along the way that we can work on that. First things first, as always.
Tower, big side 322, 025 left.
Exactly 22, left on Tower 25013, cautioning turbulence, heavy 76, 1 mile final, heavy 777 departing the parallel, 25 left for the land.
25 left for the land, big side 322.
5927 at Juliet.
I am some messed up. Okay.
Okay, free break, cross 25 or right, hold short of 25 left.
So let me ask you guys a question. Does ATC sound messed up like me, or is it just me? Just me? Field sounds like it's underwater. Yeah, I remember that sound. That used to be an issue with our old software.
9.25 right, go with 33%.
Apex 880 heavy left on the Alpha, contact ground point 75.
Left on Alpha, 0.75, Apex 880 heavy.
All right, any better?
Clear cross 25 left on Alpha. Alpha will contact.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Again, this is a test.
Alright, Docker clear, take off 25 red, go with 33%.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Is that any better? Testing 1 2. ATC sound. So it's the whole sound is bizarre. All right.
And tower exit 855 is visual 25 left.
Exit to 855 off of the Airline 4013, runway 25 left.
25 left, clear to land. Exit 855.
Hey, Charlie, 1286, checking on 27.
And 1286 off of the Airline 4013.
Alright, clear to land.
All right, testing 1 2, testing 1 2 1 2. Yes, this is a test of the AVL broadcast system. This is only a test. Still underwater. Okay.
Max 100%.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute this. Testing 1 2 1 2. How does it sound without the microphone? Without the ambient sound of the microphone? How does just a regular mic? How does that sounding? Sound like I'm in a bathroom stall. Yeah, you know what? I do hear that. Why would that be? Stand by. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. How's that sound? All right, so let's get my sound back. Then we'll add the ambient sound. Testing 1 2 1 2. Why do I do this to myself, honestly? Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. All right, I think that should sound better. Let me bring back in. The ambient sound. All right. All right. So we're back. Yeah, they're like filming a movie. Some guy wearing a chevron. That's fine. Again, we'll be back with our main broadcast.
Today, 55, keep your speed up down to Alpha 7.
Our main broadcast, obviously, you guys all know, on YouTube, here on YouTube, on Friday, with all the jazz, all of our music, and all that stuff.
Jet 855, I'm going to get the ground freak one more time, please.
121.75.
1.75, thank you.
Testing 1 2 1 2. I can hear you. All right, so we can either sit back and relax and enjoy the sights and sounds here, or we could end the test stream and Kevin can go home and relax. Why are there no planes? Well, you know, I mean, LAX is a busy place, but it's not busy all the time.
Where do you park today?
To the right and that's Bravo.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Juliet, crossing 25 right, ground point.
Testing 1 2. All right. Brought my mic down a little bit. Nathan says, you know, you're popular when 1,000 people show up for a mic check. Yeah, kind of. No, I'm not gonna go home and relax yet. No, we gotta figure this out. This is the reason why we're out here testing it. Of course, I can't really, you know, understand exactly what you guys are talking about until I go home and replay it. Thanks, Rudy. As long as Kevin...
That's all caps lost information. Officer with 25014, altimeter 29904.
It's funny because it's the same ambient mics that we use on our regular broadcasts.
2076 Los Angeles, it should be a couple minutes down there at the end for your close time.
Tower, good evening. 2076 is with you for 25 right.
2076 Los Angeles, thanks. You can go down to the end there. It'll be a couple minutes for your close time.
Okay, we'll go down to the end. Thank you. United 2076.
United Airlines Flight 2076 heading to Las Vegas, 737-900 ER. Next takeoff here on the south side. All right, we're just gonna continue on with this. I tell you, it is not extremely busy out here on a Wednesday. All right. I get it, the ambient sound is weird. We're just going to go with it because I have no idea what I can do to fix it. Let me play some music. How's that? Tell me how the music sounds. So if the music sounds good, then interesting. All right, the ambient is better. All right, as we wait for some takeoffs here on the south side, United Airlines Flight 2076 heading to Las Vegas, 737-900 ER. Next takeoff. That'll be followed by JetBlue Airways Flight 1124 heading to JFK in an A321.
Our next passenger 25 right clear for takeoff. United is 2076.
Step 1124, Los Angeles Tower, 25 right, wait.
5 right, line up OHF 1124.
Step 1124, reach 5013, Doctor.
RNAV, Doctor, 25 right, takeoff, Step 1124.
Again, that was United Airlines Flight 2076 heading to Las Vegas, 737-900 ER. Reed 172 with a $2 super chat. Thanks so much, Reed. Yes, my daughter and I really enjoy your streams. Hello, you guys. Thank you so much. Yes, we're just testing out a new encoder here tonight, so I understand the audio may sound weird, and that's something we'll have to look into. JetBlue Airways Flight 1124 heading to JFK and then A321. We have JetBlue Airways Flight 880 heading to Las Vegas and then A320. It's the next takeoff here on the south side. That'll be followed by United Airlines Flight 1170 heading to Honolulu at a 777-200. Michael, the $4.99 $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Michael. Says test is great, Kevin. Audio is not perfect, but still pretty good. Picture is amazing. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you so much, Michael. I don't know about the audio. I'm sure when I get home and I listen to it on the subwoofer, I'm sure that I'll understand it a little bit more. For right now, it's just a little hard for me to understand exactly what is wrong with it. But when I hear it on the big screen subwoofer, and I'm sure the upstairs neighbors will hear it as well, I'll know more about what needs to be improved. Again, this is just a test stream here tonight. We were doing test streams on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We decided to bring it over here to YouTube just to test it out. So picture is looking good. Audio,
Hello, 1514, clear Dallas, 25 left.
The random stream on Instagram was the test with the same encoder. Didn't go very good.
Airline 25 left, flush at 1514.
Flush at 1514, possibly Kevin heavy 777 with a partial parallel.
1514.
Oh, here's noise reduction. Hold on. Just saw something else, a noise reduction.
25 right, not left 70.
Maybe that's what's doing it. All right, see if the audio is better now. I just noticed another sub-menu. It's a noise reduction. I turned it off. Maybe that will make everything sound better. Lower the gain. Let's lower the gain a little bit. getting there? Testing 1 2 1 2. Here I am ruining my career as a YouTuber. I can't get the audio right. Now it's too low. Boy, oh boy. Testing 1 2 1 2. We've got the United 777-200 heading to Honolulu. Flight 1170 is the next takeoff here on the south side. Testing 1 2 1 2. Never do this on a delay.
WAD, Los Angeles, Hospital, right on the way.
Right, let him boy,
I looked up, we have
Are we good? Did we finally find our happy spot on audio?
RNAV Doctor,
Okay, RNAV Doctor 256, take off the Blue 80.
Yeah, I ask you guys a question and then I see on the chat like 15 seconds later, but 15 seconds later I'm already readjusting the audio on the other side.
Hold short of 25 right at Juliet, West 1514.
Smidge lower. Smidge lower. Alright, how's that? Boy, that's very sensitive. If you guys are just tuning in, I am Plane Jockey Kevin. This is Airline Videos Live. We are testing out a new encoder here tonight, and video quality seems to be okay, but the audio seems to be...
Again, it's 559, wind 24011, RNAV Doctor, release 25 right.
RNAV Doctor, take off 25 right at 559.
1950 home, 25 right.
25 right, 1 point, 250.
It's amazing how many people it takes to shoot one little promo video.
United 215, 24011, RNAV Docker, 25 right.
RNAV Docker, clear takeoff 25 right, United 250.
We're not even gonna think about 4K on this encoder yet. we gotta get the 1080 down. And this is not meant for our normal streams, by the way. This is meant for run and gun, AVL on the fly. Remember AVL on the fly? We're trying to work on AVL on the fly and trying to get it so we can have graphics and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're testing here tonight. This is not a test for the main show. Our main show stands as it is. Nothing's wrong with our main show. Right now we're just testing out a new AVL on the fly encoder. Next takeoff here on the south side, United Airlines Flight 215 heading to Chicago O'Hare. It's a 737-900ER.
United 1225, visual 251.
What's that 1514 at Juliet, crossing 25 right, now
25 right at Juliet, 0.75, what's it? going to cross 25 right at Juliet, contact ground 0.75 for the slope to 4.
1275 Los Angeles Tower 24012, caution extended tail left heavy train, 100 mile final, 25 left.
Airline 25 left, United 1275.
9215, contact Cleveland Center.
Departure United 215.
Got 5415, runway 25 right, line up the wing, traffic crossing.
25 right, line up the 1, Starwest 5415.
So I can change the super graphics. All right, that's good to know. I don't need to talk. If my voice is distorting, I don't need to talk.
County 932, heavy loss in the Tower hold.
You have a Queen heading to Seattle, Coletta Air, flight 932. It's a 747-400 freighter heading to the 25s. We just had Latam Airlines flight 534 coming in from Lima, Peru, 787-8 Dreamliner touching down here on the south side.
Next to the right, and contact 121.175, line 534. I'm sorry, stand by for parking 135.
Right at Juliet.
Wow.
Got 5415, wind 24011, runway 25 right, pick up.
Take on 2 Mirage, got 5415.
Until 534 heavy, hold short of runway 25 right at Juliet.
Also 25 right, and Juliet, line 534, hey.
We're stepping all over each other here. Land 534 heavy, hold short of runway 25 right.
Also runway 25 right, line 534, hey.
Thank you. Somebody else called me.
Maybe this thing is just overly sensitive. Maybe the ambient audio is just overly sensitive. Is that better now, you guys?
534 heavy at Juliet, cross, runway 25 right, contact ground 121.75.
Juliet, runway 25 right, and ground 121.75.
Got 5415, contact departure.
See you later, 450.
You learn something new every day. That is true.
Final, runway 25 left, line up and wait.
County 932 heavy, line up and wait, 25 left.
25 left for Coletta Air, flight 932 heading to Seattle in that 18-year-old 747-400 freighter.
Guys, 1275, exit
Testing
to the right, where do you
1-2-1-2.
park?
75 Alpha, United 1275.
1275, thanks at Juliet, cross runway 25
Testing
right,
1-2-1-2-1-2. I think this thing is just a little bit more sensitive than our other equipment.
County 932 heavy, wind 240 at 11, RNF Piper, runway 25 left, let's pick up.
RNF Piper, clear for takeoff 25 left, County 932 heavy.
All right, got the Queen up next.
Clear wings 955 GE.
Cruise 955, Los Angeles Tower, wind 24011, caution equipment, heavy 74 departing, runway 25 left, good wind.
Clear left 25 left. Clear wings.
Rudy texts me and says, I think in the future we just need to keep the test private. Well, yes and no. I don't know. You guys, I mean, you guys are the viewers of the channel. I want you to be able to have inputs on what we do, right? All right, we got the Queen now rolling. Oh boy. Rotating pretty early here. Heading to Seattle. I gotta work on the Oh, thank you, Patrick. Says we love you, Kevin. We want to be a part of everything. I know you guys do. Avianca Flight 733 heading to Guatemala City in the A320 Neo, making that left-hand turn on the Bravo. I said you wanted more Nighthawk action here on the south side. Well, here you go.
Springs 955, exit to the right. Where do you park?
56 Alpha.
Springs 955, thanks. Hotel.
Val with a $2 super chat. Thanks so much, Val. Says Kev, you sound great now. Well, thank you so much, Val. We're gonna make those graphics look more like our graphics. Thanks, Val. Good to see you. Now, when Friday comes around and I go back high up to the H Hotel and use the other software, I'm gonna have to probably spend an extra 30 minutes trying to make sure I go back into the audio board and put everything back the way it was. Or we're gonna have issues on Friday.
Runway 24012, runway 25 left, clear to landing.
25 left, clear land, Southwest 652.
Got a Delta 767 heading to Honolulu, now taking off on the north side on 24 left. Beautiful shot. Looking out there to the west. Santa Monica Mountains out there, Malibu. Oh, the super chats are not showing the text. All right, well, let me, let's try this again. Val, let me go back and find your super chat. Since this is a test. Oh, you're right, it's not showing. All right, let me, let's figure out here what's going on.
That was 3138, Los Angeles, currently 25 right, line up and wait.
25 right, line up points, go at 3138.
There we go. Val, let me go find your super chat again. Well, that's weird. Val, you're the only one. Look, everyone else's text is showing up. Val, you're special here tonight. You don't get any text on your super chat. Huh. Val, thank you for your super chats. over there filming. I don't want to show it because I don't know what their rights are. I don't want to upset Hollywood. But they're over here shooting some video or movie to the right of me. I won't show it to you because it's probably some union stuff.
Line up on way too far. Take a turn with me.
See, Tim, your super chat, your text comes up on screen. Interesting. If you guys are just tuning in, thank you so much. I'm Plane Jockey Kevin. This is Airline Videos Live. We're just testing out a new encoder here tonight. And what is an encoder? It's a piece of software that allows us to go live. We're always looking for ways to minimize the amount of equipment that we have when we take the show on the road, AVL on the fly, or out in the rainstorms, or whatever it may be. We don't like to expose equipment, a lot of equipment, including a lot of computers and whatnot. Certainly on those rainy days, we're always looking at ways that we can minimize not having all that equipment out in the field. And so we have purchased this little encoder. On paper, it sounded good, and so we're out here testing it here today. We were testing it on the other social media networks, testing out some vertical video. It didn't look very good. We decided to go 1080 16:9 on Facebook. That actually looked pretty good, and we decided, well, let's head over to YouTube and let's test it there as well. So that's why we're out here tonight. The very minimalist screen, as you can see, we just have the Airline Videos Live logo. This will give us an opportunity to add our identity to the AVL on the fly broadcast that we have not been able to do in the past, so that KTLA can't come in and take our video and use it in their broadcast without asking for permission and whatnot. So that's what we're out here, just testing. Always trying to make the product better.
At Lima, cross 25 right over to ground, southwest. 2.
A little further down than we normally are from our regular location. Next takeoff here on the south side is American Airlines Flight 297. It's an A321neo.
LA Tower, FedEx 352, he's coming up at GG for 25 left.
FedEx 352, heavy loss on this tower, 124012, gust 19er, runway 25 left and land.
Clear to land, 25 left, FedEx 352 heavy.
American 297, loss on this tower, runway 25 right, on up runway.
25 right, line point, American 297.
Rudy. I'm going to put that on screen because I think it's funny. Garon with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Rudy was saying, thanks for joining, everyone. I can hear it in Kevin's voice. He is relieved now. Yeah, just a little bit. This flight heading to London Heathrow, American Airlines Flight 134, and this 777 at 300 ER, now pushing it back from Terminal 4. Thank you, Emily. Emily, I still owe you a reply to your email. I apologize. I will email you back tomorrow, Emily. Today was a little busier of a day than I thought it was going to be.
American 297, 12512, RNAV Docker, runway 25 right.
Got some things in the planning you guys are going to like.
That's 4995, hold short, runway 25 right at Juliet.
Boy, the air is getting chilly. Kimmy 127 with a $5 super chat. I apologize. I don't know why the text isn't coming on screen. I love how you keep wanting to improve the stream. Kimmy says. Thank you so much, Kimmy.
In sight for American 29.
Shiftless One Idle with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Shiftless One Idle. Here's another one. Laugh out loud.
For departure, American. Tower Skies 48, 34, visual, 25 left.
FedEx 352 Heavy, turn left on Alpha, ground point 75, view. Alpha point 75, and 352 Heavy. Goes 4834, LA Star Caution, retrieval, preceded by a Heavy 76, winds 240 at 10, remain 25 left to the west.
Satellite 25 left, Skies 48.
K-pop lover, Kevin, how are the tamales? Don't tell Rudy, I forgot about them. And I think they're bad, I can't eat them now. I'm so sorry, Rudy. Sorry, Rudy. I never got to the tamales. United Airlines Flight 802 coming in from Hong Kong and the 787-9 Dreamliner. Yeah, I'm realizing that when you guys send in a super chat, it's not showing the text.
1286, final 25 left.
Add that to the list of things to look at.
25 left, 1286.
I know, no more tamales for me. Danny says, no more tamales for you. I know, I screwed up on that. You know what? Rudy's at fault for that. Sorry, Rudy. Rudy wanted to go to the Proud Bird Friday. We went to El Coyote Saturday, and then we went back to the Proud Bird on Sunday. There's 3 days in a row that I never had a chance to get to the tamales, and I totally forgot.
Goes 4834, exit right, then turn right on the tower.
Exit right, then right onto the tower. Skywest
The
38.
line of arrivals coming in on this cool night. Tim with a $2 super chat. Thanks so much, Tim.
LA Tower, American 352 Heavy, visual 25 left.
American 352 Heavy, LA Tower, wind 240 at 12, remain 25 left, clear to land.
25 left, clear land for American 352 Heavy.
Goes 4834, hold short, remain 25 right at Gulf.
It's getting dark out here.
Hold short 25 right at Gulf, Skywest 4834.
On the Nippon Airways Flight 106 coming up from Tokyo Haneda, 787-9 Dreamliner. Next arrival on the north side. Of course, that's where we were yesterday, and that's where we'll be again on Friday when we're back high atop the H Hotel with the awesome views from there. See downtown Los Angeles there in the distance.
Goes 4834 at Gulf, cross me 25 right, ground point 75.
Across
Inverse Square Law with a $20 super chat. Says, I'd like to see a live broadcast of AVL in 3D. How amazing would that be? You know what? I topped that. Not even 3D, but how about smell-o-vision? Though you really don't smell too many jet fuel smells around LAX. If you've been here at Imperial Hill, you've got the ocean breeze basically coming off the ocean, since we're pretty much next to the Pacific Ocean, and that is pushing any smell to the east. Thank you so much, In for Square Law. Tim with the $2 super chat. Thanks so much, Tim. It says testing ABC. And Jarmel sings karaoke with a $5 super chat. The line of arrivals looks really cool. Thank you so much, Jarmel. Let's go back to that line of arrivals there. It's kind of a shot we can't get from our other location here at Imperial Hill, as we're usually a little bit farther to the east. The arrival happening is American Airlines flight 352 coming in from Charlotte, a 777-200ER. I think we are going to end up with a lens extender for this lens so we can get just a little bit closer. I'll try to put the order in tonight in hopes that we can get it by Sunday.
5011, RNAV Docker, 25 right, clear to take off.
RNAV Docker, clear to take off 25 right, goes 3841.
Come over here, don't toss your biscoffs. I believe we should see this American do a U-turn here.
American 352 Heavy, taxi Hotel to Juliet and hold short of 25 right.
Hotel to Juliet, hold short of 25 right for American 352 Heavy.
That is the flight heading to London Heathrow, making the U-turn. Charlie. Bravo.
Kevin 3841, contact
Next takeoff here on the south side is Southwest Airlines flight 752 heading to the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, a 737-700. We also have JetBlue Airways flight 1464, an A320 also heading down to the 25s.
Southwest 752 with 250 at 11, RNAV Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Docker, 25 right, clear for takeoff, Southwest 752.
So a lot of you guys are asking, what exactly is this test? What is this all about, Kevin? What are you doing? This is a little test of a new encoder system. It's a small little encoder system. We can bring back AVL on the fly. Now, we had AVL on the fly last year. We bought a different encoding system. The problem is we couldn't add any of our branding on any of our live streams, and we still can't at this point, and that is a limitation on that encoder system that we invested into. So we have been looking at other things on the market, and this encoder that we looked into and purchased is a brand new upgrade of an older one that they had. Now, a year ago we purchased this, and I sent it back because it would not allow me to broadcast in 60 frames a second. I thought, well, that's not going to work. I was limited to 30 frames a second, and so it came out with a new version, and we can now broadcast 1080 60.
American 352 Heavy at Juliet, crossing 25 right, ground point 75, clear to
Alright, Juliet left 25 right, ground point 75 right, American. 750, got a partial Southwest 752. And Tower, Skies 4820 with you, 2 fella.
Skies 4820 LA Tower, wind 25010, runway 25 left, alright.
OBS is what we normally use for our regular broadcasts, and we'll continue to use OBS. OBS, we need a computer, and when it's raining out, you guys, the last thing I want to do is bring an expensive MacBook Pro out in the rain. And so with this new piece of software encoder that we have, this will allow us not to have to bring out a computer. less equipment, less things to get ruined. For it, 1.4 thousand people watching a test stream. Yep, we love us some Plane Jockey Kevin. Thank you guys. Sorry the audio was a little rough. But that's why it's a test stream. Gotta test it all out. Wish I had some more action for you guys. That 777-200ER with American, flight 352 coming in from Charlotte.
Here, 17 November Golf, LA Tower, expect crossing 25 right, hold short, and 25 left. Wing 1301, taxi Hotel Juliet, crossing 25 right, ground point 75.
Hotel Juliet, cross 25 right, point 75 on the outside, Spirit Wing 1301.
Here, 17 November Golf, Quebec, crossing 25 right, hold short, runway 25 left.
Turn cross 25 left and hold short 25 right, Quebec 17 November Golf.
The other way around. Here, 17 November Golf, cross runway 25 right, hold short, runway 25 left.
We'll cross the right and we'll hold short at 25 left.
Up on the north side, China Southern Airlines, flight 327 is a passenger 777-300ER, next arrival on 24 left. It'll be followed by Finnair A350. Over here we got on the Pine Airways the Dreamliner making that left-hand turn onto Disco Lane. Taxiway Lima. Qantas Flight 15 coming in from Brisbane and A330-200, just 3 minutes out, south side arrival. So as you can see, the reason why we call that Disco Lane, the green lights on the taxiway create kind of a disco ball effect on the belly of the plane.
Left and Foxtrot cross, 25 left, hold short 25 right, 238. LA Tower, good day, Aero Mexico 642, base on 25 west.
I think you need a few good hours of testing.
Kind of slow, just hold short at 25 left, taxi up to hold short on 25 left.
Carlos, back to the hold short at 25 left. Hold short 25
Finnair, the
left.
A350, next arrival on the north side.
Juliet cross 25 right, ground point 75, SkyOS 4820.
Air Mexico 642, LA Tower, 25 left, to the land.
Clear to land 25 left, Aero Mexico 642.
Mexico
8141, Aero Mexico 642.
That was American Eagle Sky West, flight 4820 coming in from Omaha, Nebraska, and that E175 LR.
Hold short 25 right, open line that one, clutch it.
ANA pulling into the gates of the hottest club, the West Gates.
Qantas 15 Heavy, LA Tower, wind 2508 and 25 left, to the land.
Clear land 25 left, Qantas 15.
At 271, exit here, Hotel 6, Delta Juliet, and hold short on the 25 right.
Hotel 6, Juliet, hold short 25 right, United.
Still have that American 777-300ER heading to London. Heathrow, American Airlines flight 134, number 2 for takeoff here on the south side. Another heavy arriving on the north side. American Airlines flight 135 coming in from London Heathrow and a 777-200 ER. Qantas, the A330, number 2 for arrival here on the south side.
American 2546 LA Tower, traffic departing downfield, and 25 right, line of wing.
Line of way 25 right, American 2546.
There's the H Hotel right below on that shot, in case you're wondering where the H is. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to grab another jacket. It's getting a little chilly.
Back cross me 25 left from Mount Alpha, ground point 75. Here 2 November Golf, cross me 25 left from Mount Alpha, ground point 75.
We're crossing 25 left and we'll contact ground 72 November Golf.
American 2546, wind 2608, RDAV doctor, 25 right for the takeoff.
25 right, RNAV doctor, American 2546.
American 134 heavy, late turn 25 right along the lane.
Line of point 25
All right, Qantas, the A330 up next for arrival here on the south side.
Right 271, plus 53.
It's flight 15 coming in from Brisbane.
And the hotel Julia, then we can go 642.
Speedbird, the A380, arriving early here today. Estimated now at 5:50 p.m. Scheduled 6:30.
25 left to land.
25 left, clear to land, Southwest 233.
Flight 338, contact with departure.
Switch departure, flush at 238.
American 134 heavy, wind 2608, RNAV doctor, 25 right for the takeoff.
RNAV doctor, 25 right, clear for takeoff, American 134.
All right, that is the A330 touching down there. Let's go to the takeoff here.
25 right, 133. RNAV departure, American 2546. Let's go, Ron, come on.
Taking off, that was American Airlines flight 2546 heading to St. Louis on that A319, or Old America West A319.
Yes, 2900 heavy, LA Tower with 2609 with 25 left to land.
So like I mentioned, we're kind of a little farther to the west of where we normally are. A little more wires going on here tonight. There's the flight heading to London Heathrow.
American 134 heavy contact with
American 134 heavy, good night.
Also, the Finnair A350 now heading over here to the south side.
Left advance, 116.
West 15 heavy, taxi straight ahead, Lima, hold for Kilo 1.
Lima, hold for Kilo 1, 116.
15, once you're approaching Kilo 1, call the ramp 31075.
Okay.
November 100 Victor Echo, LA Tower.
It's Nighthawk looking good here tonight.
November 0 Victor Echo at Foxtrot, crossing 25 left, hold short of 25 right, plan up for departure. Foxtrot, cross 25, left hold short of 25, right is Bravo 49. Southwest 233, taxi Hotel, Quebec, hold short, limit 25 right.
Hotel, Quebec, hold short, 25 right, Southwest 233.
Seth with a milestone says, hey everyone, just landed on Finnair. Welcome.
Delta 2305, 1260 RNAV Docker, with 25 right, good takeoff.
RNAV Docker, 25 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 2305.
China Southern Airlines 777 at 300 ER. This is a passenger plane. We don't see it too often here at LAX. We'll see it again on Friday, coming in from Guangzhou, flight 327.
Our Southwest 2900 is GG for 25.
Southwest 2900, LA Tower, caution, wake turbulence, heavy 76 for final, with 26 ready, 25 left to land.
25 left, clear to land, Southwest 2900.
Aviation Ellie wants his gold member, says that Beechcraft King Air that you captured came out of Palmdale. It's owned by Northrop Grumman. I assume it's one of their own version of the Area 51's Janet planes. Interesting. It's the Finnair A350, flight 1, coming in from Helsinki, arriving on the north side.
Yes, 2900, turn left off at 7, turn left on Alpha, cover up to 75.
Remember the day when we used to have 2 Finnair A350 flights a day?
Wait, 25 right, Skyway 31, 3050.
Lufthansa, the A380, flight 6453, heading back to Munich now, pushing back from the gates of Tom Bradley.
LA, good evening, have Yankee 084, 10 miles, 25 left.
Southwest 233, at Quebec, cross from 25 right, ground point 75.
At Quebec, cross 25 right, ground point 75, Southwest 233.
November 0 Victor Echo, contact with departure today.
Good day, 0 Victor Echo.
Again, that's 084 heavy, line tower, 1260 at 9er, left to the land.
25 left, clear to land, and I'm not sure about our stand number tonight, Yankee 084.
Again, that's 084 heavy, we're showing gate 130.
Thanks so much.
That American 777 at 200 ER, crossing the shot there, coming in from London Heathrow, flight 135, also landing on the north side.
Davis 105 heavy, get the numbers for me, 25 right at Foxtrot, taxi up to and hold short, 25 left.
Vamos, Avianca Air, flight 84, coming in from Bogota. Next, heavy arrival here on the south side. Speedbird British Airways, the A380 Super, coming in from London Heathrow, flight 269, now just 3 minutes out from a north side arrival.
Cross 25 left, hold short, and 25 right, and advise ready.
Cross 25 left at Fox, hold short at 25 right at Fox, Apex 105.
Over there to the southeast corner of Tom as the Finnair A350 heads into one of those gates there on the southeast corner.
West 2900 at Lima, cross 25 right, ground point 75.
Lima cross 25 right, ground point 75, Southwest 20.
731, 33.
SoCal, thanks, KLS 31, 33. Quebec 105, that's great.
105.
Southwest, flight 2900, coming in from Salt Lake City in the 737-700, landing here on the south side.
Clear for takeoff 25 right at Foxtrot, RNF, Dr. Grayback, 10550.
Again, thanks you guys for tuning in on this unexpected test stream here today on Airline to Videos Live. Appreciate you guys tuning in, spending your evening, morning. I'll be honest with you, I didn't think we were going to do the test stream on YouTube today. We went from TikTok to Instagram to Facebook, and then back to Facebook again. And I said, well, maybe we should test it out on YouTube. Why not? That is why we're here on YouTube tonight, testing this out. James T says, thank you for the public test stream. Well, you're welcome. I know Rudy earlier was talking about, maybe we should just make these private from now on. That doesn't sound like fun. Nah, you guys all get to tune in and witness Kevin going crazy.
Delta 442 LA Tower, wind 260 runway 25 left, little end.
Land 25 left, Delta 442.
We have another takeoff here on the Southside DHL operated by ABX Air Flight 105 heading to Phoenix in the 767. It's a 300 ER converted passenger plane.
Avianca 084 heavy, exit Hotel Minus.
And the Avianca Vamos.
Hotel 9, Avianca 082.
A330 coming in from Bogota, Colombia. Also arriving here on the south side.
I've across 25 right and short with 1 and get to 04.
Avianca 04, hold short of Kilo 1.
Kilo 1, hold short, yeah, 04.
Tower, Big Stripe 323, we're ready to go.
Big Stripe 323, orbit.
Next takeoff here on the south side, JSX Flight 323 heading to Las Vegas in an ERJ 135 LR.
1.075. It's 131.075 for the ramp.
31.05 for the ramp.
Stripe 323.
Tons of King now starting taxi. We'll be heading up there to the north side.
25 right at Foxtrot, clear for takeoff, RNF.
25 right, clear for takeoff, Docker and Foxtrot Big Stripe.
As Avianca Vamos on Disco Lane. There's no better airplane to be on Disco Lane than the A330. Lufthansa A380 making that right-hand turn onto Lima. Brian Henry with a $5 super chat says, Branson and I really love the Nighthawk on the south side. Any plans for DFW this year? If so, no, and we can come and see you. Sound is great, by the way. Thank you so much. Hi there, Branson. Hello, Brian.
China 7420 heavy, where do you park?
Parking ICC4, China 7420 heavy.
There is the A380 arriving there on the north side. Oliver with a $5 super chat. Thanks so much, Oliver. Says the buildings in the background look amazing. Nice camera you have. Enjoying the show. Thank you so much, Oliver. Appreciate your support there.
Southwest 22 at Lima, Bronx 25 right, ground point 75.
Cross 25 right at Lima, ground southwest 562.
65323, contact with up first. Yes.
Hold on, 65323.
Gary Sutton becoming a gold member once again. Thank you so much, Gary.
Taylor 3421, LA Tower, taxi full length, 125 right, line of release, cross downfield.
Full length, 25 right, line up and wait, Sky with 3421.
And Ben with the $2 super chat says, hi Kevin, can we watch the UPS airplane take off? It just arrived. I don't know, that's hours away, isn't it?
43 on the visual, 25 left, we're parking at Atlantic.
442, taxi Hotel Juliet, hold short, 25 right.
Hotel Juliet, short 25 right.
Oh, we've got news choppers
Delta 8843, LA Tower, caution, right, clear line, 6
on the south side of LAX.
260 at 6, runway 25 left to the right.
Runway 25 left, clear land, Delta 88, perfect.
Delta 442, taxi Hotel to get back and hold short of 25 right.
Hotel to come back, short 25 right, Delta 442.
The Lufthansa King up there on taxiway Echo will now head to 24 left. We have the speed A380 heading here to the south side. We'll see it here shortly.
3421, wind.
Curious, we have a helicopter.
Docker 25 right, clear for takeoff, Sky with 30.
Hovering over El Segundo. Real quick, back to the north side. Next arrival, Shamrock A330. It's a 200 here today, coming in from Dublin, flight 69. The helicopter's now flying away.
China 7420, heavy, turn left off at 7, turn left on Alpha to clear the runway, ground point 75.
Turn left, up 7, hotel runway 121.5, China
7420, heavy, turn left on Alpha.
That was Delta Airlines flight 442 coming in from Detroit, Michigan on an A321 Neo. We also had China Southern Cargo coming in from Mexico City, a 777 freighter, turning left onto Alpha.
FedEx 326 LA Tower, wind 260 at 6, wind 25 left to the land. Sky 3421, contact Hotel departure.
Archer, Sky with 3421.
Next takeoff here on the south side, American Airlines flight 1996 heading to Chicago O'Hare. It's an A321. Next arrival on the north side, Singapore Airlines flight 36 coming in from Singapore in the A350. Oh, that was KTLA's bird? Uh-oh. Checking in on me. Spying on me. All right, this is Singapore, the A350-900. Next arrival on the north side at 24 left, coming in from Singapore.
Delta 442, acting right, ground point 25 left, American 1996, contact Hotel departure.
Good night, American 1996.
Solar 345, LA Tower, traffic crossing downfield, 25 right line.
And the A380, British Airways, coming in from London Heathrow, running really early here today. That's what we like to see. Will it happen on Friday?
Turn left on Alpha to clear the runway and continue to parking.
Alpha 7, Alpha to park, Delta 8843.
8843, no delay off the runway, traffic 1 mile final, heavy 76.
Okay.
Speedbird making that left-hand turn on to Disco Lane, Lima.
Flyer 345, wind 260 at 5, RNAV Docker, with 25 right for takeoff.
RNAV Docker, 314 of runway 25 right, below you, 345.
United 1153, LA Tower, with 25 right, line of boarding.
Runway 25 right, 1153.
I feel like I just missed the top of the hour. It is just after 6 p.m. here on the West Coast. You are watching Airline Videos Live. I'm Plane Jockey Kevin. This is a test stream that we're doing here tonight. Bonus stream for all of our lovely viewers all around the world. Enjoying a little Nighthawk action here tonight.
Clear to land 25 left, American 1672. Left on Alpha, left on Alpha, FedEx 320 heading.
Next takeoff, Volaris A321 heading to Guadalajara.
United 1153, wind 260 at 5.
Local departure wide 345.
326, heavy, program point 75.
She said FedEx Flight 326 coming in from Memphis, 767-300 freighter going shorts, making that turn onto Alpha 8. Next takeoff, United Airlines Flight 1153 heading to Houston, Texas, 737-900 ER.
After one more arrival, hold short of runway 25 left.
LA Tower, good evening, Airport 072 Heavy, 10 nautical miles, final 5 left.
United 1153, contact on departure.
For departure, 1153, see you.
Air France 072 Heavy, LA Tower, traffic will hold in position, wind 270 at 6, runway 25 left, to the land.
Clear to land, runway 25 left, Air France.
Getting busy there, Tom Bradley.
Western 506, LA Tower.
Yeah, we're up, short of Foxtrot.
Western 506, traffic 6 miles final, wind 25 left, line of the way.
Line up and wait, 25 left, looks just
Air France Flight 72 coming in from Paris, 777-300 ER, 2 minutes out. South side arrival on 25 left. That's followed by Delta Airlines Flight 187 coming in from London Heathrow in an A330 Neo. Always like to give a shout out to our friends up there in the tower, always doing a great job. Always giving us a laugh as well.
1672, exit Hotel 7, then at Juliet, cross from 25 right, ground point 75.
Alright, Hotel 7, then Juliet.
Talking to you, Tater Todd, and later Tater.
American 1662.
We posted the clip from yesterday of Tater Tot talking to me like we were talking in person, though. It's a sterile environment up there. There's no cell phones, there's no TVs, there's nothing, there's no way that he can know that I'm up there just because they have windows. They know where I am on Tuesdays. I'm either at the parking garage or high atop the H Hotel. So they can see me in those locations, and they know I'm live on those days. And they know the time that I'm live. And so anytime that they have nothing on their radar, and that's, if you listen to the clip, he says, and I'm alone again. That is stating I've got nothing, no arrivals, no departures, on my radar. That means no one is listening besides the FAA and the airline videos live. We talked to Later Tater on their podcast about that, and he was saying that in order to ever talk like anything like that, they need to make sure that no one is on their radar. So by them saying, and I'm alone again, that is stating that there is nothing on their radar at that moment.
With the 187 heavy, LA Tower, caution, wake turbulence, heavy, 777.
That is Singapore Airlines Flight 36, making that left-hand turn onto Disco Lane. How often does that happen? Well, you know, it's been, I would say in the last, like, couple of months. I mean, granted, it was busy for the holidays, but, I mean, right now is not the busiest time, certainly at LAX right after the holidays. So the north side can get very quiet during the certain parts of the day. Certainly around the 2-3 o'clock hour, there could be nothing up there for upwards of 10 minutes. So it can get very quiet up there, and as long as they've got no one, you know, departing or arriving, basically no one on their radar, no one to communicate to, that's when they feel that it's okay to do that. All right, we've got the Air France 777 now arriving here on the south side.
It's 4947, expect maybe 4 or 5 more minutes waiting on traffic on the north side.
Roger, Skywest 49.
But I hope he does the podcast. And I know a lot of you guys were like, can we get Tater Tot and Later Tater on the same?
Airline 072 heavy at Lima, cross 25 right, contact 9.75.
Lima, clear to cross runway 25 right and ground 0.75, Air France 072 heavy, thank you, bye.
Delta 187 heavy, where do you park? 133. There. LA Tower, lost 1441, 5 left. Lost to 1441, LA Tower, 1270 at 6, caution wake turbulence, 6.5 miles wind trail, heavy Airbus 330, runway 25 left, cleared. 25 left, cleared land, lost 1441.
Again, this is Air France Flight 72 coming in from Paris. It's a 17-year-old 777-300ER. Running a little late here today, originally scheduled for 4:15 p.m. Arrived at 6:07. A lot of you guys are tuning in saying, what are we testing here today, Kevin? What's new? What's going on here? So we're testing a new encoder system that we can take so we can continue our AVL on the fly, which we haven't been doing recently because, well, quite frankly, the software that we invested in last year, we could not add our logo, and still to this day we cannot add our logo, and it's been an issue with the company that we purchased that encoder from, and they threw out an option, but they want us to pay $100 a month just to add a logo, and I thought, well, that's completely ridiculous. I'm not doing that. So we've been looking at other options, and I came across this new upgraded encoder system that's been around for the last couple of years, but they just came out with a new version to offer 1080 60 frames a second. The old version, you can only do 30 frames a second at 1080, and of course we like to do our 60 frames, so that was an option. So I went back and looked at this and said, okay, why don't we try this again?
2509 at Foxtrot.
And originally we tested today a little vertical on TikTok and Instagram. It did not go very well. I think I need to go back and figure out what that issue might have been. Then we decided to go 16 by 9 at 1080/60, though I think it's 720 on Facebook still. We did that. Everyone was like, oh, this looks really, really good. And I thought, well, you know what? We might as well test it on YouTube while we're at it. So we decided to bring the test over here to YouTube. Had a little audio issues at the beginning, but I think we figured it all out. And but you guys are saying the video quality is outstanding. And that is good to hear. Yeah, can you believe that, Cody? $100 a month to add our logo onto our streams? Are you out of your mind? No way. That's crazy.
That was 4947, LA Terminal 25 right, line up and wind, traffic park downfield.
25 right, line up wind, Skywest 4947.
This is the flight coming in from London Heathrow in this Delta A330 Neo.
553 LA Tower, runway 25 left, clear to land, where do you park?
Clear to land, 25 left, we're going to Customs.
Which one?
I also have a Cargo Lux Queen lighting up. This is actually a really nice Queen. It's the Cargo Lux Retro livery. We'll be heading to Seattle in the 747-400ER. We saw it land here earlier on the Facebook stream. Did not go all the way to Lima, made that left-hand turn on the Alpha 8. So we will see it take off here on the south side coming up.
0 at 6, RDAV Docker, 25 right, clear for takeoff.
JB, you want a logo? I need a logo. Because what happened with the Hurricane stream, I was out here with the old encoder with no logo, and a TV station here in Los Angeles didn't take our live stream not once, but 3 times that day without even asking for permission, which is an absolute no-no. And of course they did that because we didn't have any branding on our live stream. So branding is an issue, certainly with live streams. People will take advantage of that situation. So you got to make sure that you put your logo on your stuff. Doesn't mean that they'll try to erase it. That's happened as well, but got to do our part to at least put our branding on our live stream so we can claim copyright on it for sure.
Alaska 1441 at Juliet, crossing 25 right, ground point 75. At Juliet, clear to cross 25 right, then ground 1441. Delta 187 heavy at Lima, crossing 25 right, heading ahead short of 201.
All right, we're going to cross 25 right.
Our SoCal says 47, 40, 49, 47.
Taylor 4867 LA Tower with 280 at 5, runway 25 left, clear line.
Runway 25 left, clear line, Skywest 4867.
Like I mentioned, we're a little further to the west of our normal location at Imperial Hill here today. So it was a little busier here earlier. I didn't want to be in anybody's way while we were doing a test, so I decided to march down a little farther to the west. Not a bad location if the wires were not here. By the way, the plane that was taken off was American Eagle, operated by SkyWest, flight 4947, heading to Salt Lake City in an E175.
075, have a good night.
31075.
There was 5216, Taxi Hotel to Juliet, cross runway 25 right, ground point 75. Hotel 5, cross runway.
That A330 Neo will now continue down Disco Lane.
Negative left on Hotel, down at Juliet. And at Juliet, cross 25 right, ground point 75.
A lot of social media today about Delta apparently pulling the plug here soon. Or not pulling the plug. Not pulling the plug. But actually moving forward with purchasing A350-1000s. A350-1000s. I know it's been a rumor, possible rumor for a long time. Sounds like they are getting closer to
Qantas 95 Heavy LA Tower, good evening, wind 280 at
moving
5,
forward with that.
25 left, clear to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land, Qantas 95 Heavy.
Qantas Flight 95 in the Yam Dreaming livery. Coming from Melbourne, a 787-9 Dreamliner, just a minute out from a south side arrival.
4867, we had please illumination event just north of course, beyond the 3000 green laser.
Does 4867, any injuries?
Negative.
Okay.
GE90 startup that you were hearing is British Airways Speedbird, the 777-300ER. Tail to the west. We'll signal a south side takeoff here on 25 right. This is flight 280. This 13-year-old 777-300ER.
Flex at 563.
Cabin
right
lights
on
still
Alpha,
on.
taxi
Always
forward.
love that look at night.
Right on Alpha, Spark Fletch 563. Tower Delta 291 Heavy, it's Honda for...
I know this is a test stream, but the likes still count. So if you guys haven't yet, make sure to hit that like button. Share the stream as well. Might as well, right?
I've left clear land Delta 291.
Look at those cabin lights. How amazing is that? It'd be even cooler if those were blue cabin lights, right?
Qantas 95 Heavy, what's your gate?
590, Qantas.
No police chase tonight. No. Isn't that funny? We had a police chase last night. Came pretty close to us. There at the H Hotel. Looked like it made itself into Westchester. Continued on to Marina Del Rey. Do have Delta Airlines Flight 446 heading to Orlando, Florida, an A321neo, brand new, just delivered in November of last year. Still waiting on that Cargolux retro livery. Flight 6294 will be heading to Seattle, Washington. 747-400ER, boop the snoots moment ahead. Next arrival is Emily, the Yam Dreaming livery, flight 95 with Qantas.
So it's 4867, either turn left or right, your choice.
We'll take that right turn at Hotel 6 Skywest at 4867.
So it's 4867, taxi Hotel to Golf and hold short, so from 25 right.
Hotel Golf short of to the right, Skywest 4867.
Delta 446, LA Tower 25 right, line of wait.
Line of runway 25 right, Delta 446.
There in the distance, SoFi Stadium. Of course, all the hotels on Century Boulevard as you head into LAX coming in from the east side. United's new tech ops center over there.
Qantas 95 heavy, exit Hotel 9 and hold short of from 25 right at Lima.
Total 9, hold short 25 right at Lima, Qantas 95.
Delta 446, 1290 at 3 RNAV Docker, 25 right for takeoff.
RNAV Docker, clear for takeoff, runway 25 right, Delta 446.
Delta 800 LA Tower, tactical link, traffic across, 25 right, line of wait.
Alright, Delta 1800, line up the way, 25 right.
Coast 4867 at Golf, crossing 25 right on Bravo Charlie 4.
Also arriving here on the south side, we saw this last night, Delta Airlines in the Team USA livery, flight 291, coming back from Paris, A330 Neo. Now arriving on 25 left. This is an all-nighter. No! At some point, Kevin needs to go and eat his factor meals.
Sir, good evening, United 2095 with the 25 left.
United 2095, LA Tower, Joshua turbulence, heavy Airbus 330 rolling out, wind 290 at 3, only 25 left, clear land.
25 left, clear land, United 2095, thanks.
Also have Speedbird, the 777-300ER heading to London Heathrow, now rolling down taxiway Bravo, heading to 25 right.
Hold short of Hotel Niner, Delta 291 heavy.
Emily heading over to Disco Lane.
132, so call and let me know which one, if they're going to have changes, if they're going to have to make 132.
Will do, Delta 291.
Oh, she's going to bypass Disco Lane and just head to Tom Bradley.
Delta 800, wind 290 at 3, RNAV Docker, 25 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Docker cleared for takeoff, 25 right, Delta
And we'll
800.
pan over to the Delta A330 in the Team USA special livery. Saw this arrive yesterday, also take off during Nighthawk. I believe last night she headed to Paris, so more than likely this is her first stop back here in Los Angeles. Just looking over at me and going, what are you doing here? Just saw you last night.
1431, LA Tower, wind 290 at 3, room 25 left, clear line.
5 left, clear line, 1431.
Flight heading to Orlando. Actually, that's not Orlando.
Delta 800, contact with the park.
Delta 800, good day.
Towing over an Air New Zealand 777-300ER, originally coming in from Auckland. Now time to roll her back to the gates. We'll be heading back to Auckland in the next few hours.
Ground, excuse me, tower, Delta 291 heavy, need 133 minutes open.
Delta 291 heavy, roger, make the right turn on Lima, cross make 25 right, ground point 75.
Delta flight taking off is Delta Airlines flight 800 heading to Memphis and a 737-800.
Delta 291 heavy.
Speedbird British Airways flight 280 heading back to London Heathrow and a 777-300ER heading to 25 right, and Cargolux now on the move to the 25s. The retro livery heading to Seattle.
With you, 25 left visual.
1697 LA Tower, wind 310 at 3, room 25
Mina
left.
B gifting one Airline Videos Live membership. Thanks so much, Mina.
Exit Hotel 7, then at Juliet, crossing at 25 right, ground point 75.
Okay, off at Hotel 7, crossing Juliet, over to ground, United 2095.
That was 5398, you have numbers for Foxtrot departure. That's 5398.
That's 4949-1. This is morning, noon, evening, night. Airline Videos Live. Always on. Keep up the good job. Greetings from Chicago O'Hare. Thank you so much.
Speedbird, takeoff to heavy.
028 Foxtrot Heavy.
Sorry, Gordon. Yeah, we're not ready yet. Do you want us to hold short and charge run Foxtrot?
How much time do you need?
Probably, I'm guessing about 2 to 3 minutes.
028 Foxtrot Heavy, continue full length.
Okay, continue to fall left. Straight Foxtrot Heavy.
That was the United Airlines flight 2095 coming in from Chicago O'Hare on that 757-300.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate that. Jesse says, you have such a calming presence on your shows. You stay so positive. And yo.
1431.
Well, I try, Jesse, though. If you would have watched maybe a few hours ago when we were trying to figure out the audio at this test stream, when it wasn't going all that wonderful, I don't know if my voice would have been so calming. How about another special livery to the mix here? Bringing in the Pixar Pier livery. Alaska Airlines Flight 1431 coming in from Puerto Vallarta in the 737-800. Well, at least the tail is lit. It's getting a little dark. Though I can tell you right now, if you were standing here with your normal eye trying to look at that plane, you probably would even see that there's a plane out there. That's how good Nighthawk is tonight.
Cargo left 25 November Heavy, runway 25 left, final point.
Runway 25 left, any upset waiting, cargo left 25 left.
All right, so we head from one special livery to another special livery to another special livery. Cargo Lux up next. One of our great mods, Danny Dusseldorf, for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Danny. Says this is a test of the AVL broadcast system. This is only a test. Beep.
Hotel Juliet, South 1697.
Thank you, Danny. It's a lot longer of a test than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, I know you guys are enjoying it, and I'm enjoying it, so we'll continue on here for a little bit longer.
Yeah, speed to trade, Foxtrot Heavy, we are fully ready.
Roger. Alaska 1431 at Juliet, cross 25 right now.
Make sure to boop the snoot. Yeah, Scott says the only thing missing is the scroll bar with the flight details. The company that produces that for us, I asked them, I said, can I add the bar at the bottom? They said technically yes, but the software company, the encoder company, needs to do something. So hopefully we'll be able to add the scrolling bar and our regular super chats and all that jazz on the screen here probably, hopefully soon.
American 300 LA Tower, crossing with turbulence, heavy 747, departing your runway, and a heavy 777 departing the inboard, wind calm on the 25 left, go there. River 28 Foxtrot Heavy, wind calm, RNAV Docker, make 25 right, circuit takeoff.
RNAV Docker, circuit takeoff, 25 right, keep straight, Foxtrot Heavy.
Well, I think that looked pretty. All right, Speedbird up next, the 777-300ER heading back to London Heathrow.
Polaris 913, LA Tower taxi, full length, caution with turbulence, departing heavy 777, runway 25 right, line up and wait. Foxtrot Heavy, contact goes up parking tonight.
Check out Spark 28 Foxtrot Heavy, good on.
Iberia, the A350, heading back to Madrid, flight 6170, about to make that left-hand turn onto taxiway Bravo. Iberia left. Okay, it was about to be a right-hand turn. Left turn on Bravo to 25 right.
Doctor 25 right for takeoff.
I'm a Doctor 3 for takeoff from 25 right.
Delta 1435, LA Tower 25 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 25 right.
Making the left-hand turn. Our next takeoff here on the south side of Volaris, flight 913, heading to Guadalajara in an A320. Be followed by Delta Airlines, flight 1435, heading to Houston, Texas, in an Airbus A220-300.
Lake Tower United, 2303 visual, 25 left.
Yeah, 2303, LA Tower, wind calm, runway 25 left, clear tonight.
Clear to land on 25 left, 2303.
Polaris 913, contact for Delta 1435, wind calm, Doctor, runway 25 right,
Take off from 25 right, go ahead.
Up to the A350, still on taxiway Bravo, heading to 25 right.
American 300, taxi hotel to Juliet.
Hotel to Juliet, American 300.
Gotta love all the hotels. They're off a Sentry as you head into LAX.
Juliet cross, 25 right, ground point 75, American 300.
Delta 1435, contact hotel emergency tonight.
Emergency tonight, 25. Tower, American 1799, 25 left.
American 1799, LA Tower, wind calm, runway 25 left, clear to way.
Runway 25 left, American 1799.
Take a look at the West Gates, the hottest club here at night, as we wait for the Iberia A350 heading back to Madrid. Starlux, flight 2, coming in from Taipei, an A350. Next heavy arrival on the north side. Glad you guys are enjoying this little pop-up test stream here today. Again, we'll be back on Friday. Friday, high atop the H Hotel starting at 11 a.m. Pacific. For more action high atop the H Hotel, including Nighthawk action with the 2-camera system. Seemed to work out pretty well yesterday, except for little technical issues with Alpha 1, which is now going to become our 2nd camera. Congratulations, Bravo 1. Bravo to you. You are now camera number 1, which we're using here tonight.
Juliet cross 25
Seems to be doing
right.
very well. Very
side,
happy
ground
with it.
4.
I think we're going to end
goodbye.
up, and I'll probably do it tonight and make sure that we can get it by the weekend, extender for this lens, so we can just get a little tighter in some of these shots. Not that there's anything completely wrong with what we have going on right now, but I'd love to just get a little tighter, especially with this shot on the north side. If we can just get a little bit tighter on that, it would be excellent. Right now, I'm at full 600 millimeters here at Imperial Hill, and that is the shot that I'm getting at 600 millimeters. So that kind of gives you a sense how far we are from the north side here at Imperial Hill. Iberia, the A350, should be the next takeoff here on the south side.
Anybody at 6170 Heavy, LA Tower, taxi full length, 325 right line to 8.
11 way 25 right to left, Iberia 6170, good evening.
Chris Winchell, a member for 29 months, as Emerald Member says, the stream is so crisp and clear, so weird that so many planes have their tail logo lights out when they look so good at night. Came back from London Heathrow on Delta Team USA in August. Good to see you, Chris. Yeah, a lot of tail lights out. Either they choose not to turn them on, or they're out, or whatnot.
Tower 3776, visual 25 left.
Sky 3776 LA Tower, caution wing turbulence. Heavy Airbus 350 will depart the inboard, wind calm and 25 left to the land.
25 left, Sky 3776.
I also have Delta Airlines Flight 334 heading to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, and an A320. Number 2 for takeoff here on the south side, including American Airlines Flight 2118 heading to Austin, Texas on a 737-800.
334, LA Tower, caution wing turbulence, traffic will cross, 25 right line of wing.
Line for wait, 25 right, Delta 330.
Also Philippine Airlines Flight 102 coming in from Manila. It's a 777-300ER. 2 minutes out from the north side arrival.
High speed at Hotel Niner, hold short of 25 right at Lima, American 1799.
What exactly is being tested? Just curious. Hello, welcome. So what we are testing is we're testing a new encoder streamer, and the reason why we do this is not we're replacing what we normally use on our normal broadcast, is that we would like to bring back AVL on the fly, and to bring back AVL on the fly we need a more compact way of taking the shows on the road, and the one that we bought into last year still will not allow us to put our logo on the screen.
American 1799 at Lima, cross wing 25 right, traffic.
Alright, that's Lima cross running 25 right and then 2.75 right.
Iberia 6170 Heavy, contact
Buster, have a good night, Iberia 6170.
So that is what we're testing here tonight. There was another reason why we bought the encoder as well. We can actually start doing vertical live videos on, let's say, TikTok or Instagram. To do the whole full screen vertical video, we would have to arrange our cameras to be on its side, and that I was doing a lot of research on that today. I thought there was a way, some of these cameras you can just basically tell it to shoot vertical instead of horizontal. Well, if you want it done right with the cameras that we have, it's going to be to the point where you have to basically tilt the camera on its side on the tripod, and so we need to invest in a little bit more technology to do that, if we want to do that. Who knows? So that's one of the reasons why we bought the encoder, to try out other ways on social media. We tried that today, though we didn't do full vertical. We tried to do vertical with a little 16:9 window in the middle, and to be honest with you, it didn't turn out well, and I don't know what the cause of that was. We have to go back to the drawing board on that one, but we took it to the next level and decided just to test out Facebook Live and 16:9. That seemed to actually work pretty well. And we said, well, why don't we test out YouTube while we're at it, so we can make sure everything works in case we have to use this as AVL on the fly. So everything seems to be working out except the vertical stuff, but I'll be honest with you, it's the least of my worry at this point.
Delta 334, contact SoCal departure, good night.
Starlux, the A350, now heading to the gates of Tom Bradley.
Tower, good evening. To go us 4087, just over 8 miles back, 5 left.
Go 3776.
You could just see the older technology in terms of lighting on that American hangar. It just screams 1960s.
Clear to land, 25 left, Gus 4087.
American 2032, went to bomb, RNAV Docker, 25 right.
RNAV Docker, 25 right, 70,
Starlux making the left-hand turn onto Lima Disco Lane. Yeah, vertical video for live vertical plane spotting. Not going to work out very well, that's for sure. That's why it's not on the top of my list. I thought we would try it out today. Yeah, back to the drawing board, Kevin. That's all right. We have a big drawing board.
That was City 776 at Juliet, crossing 25 right. So it's 66 at Hotel Juliet, crossing 25 right, round 75.
Hotel Juliet, cross runway 5 right, over ground, that was
American 2032, contact SoCal departure.
over departure, we'll see American 2032.
All right, guys. Actually,
That's 2175, LA Tower, 25 right, line up and wait, waiting on 1 north side.
25 right, line up and wait, into 2175.
well, let's see. How long have we gone into the stream for? When did we start? 2 hours. 2 hours into this test stream. quite the test stream. Almost 2,000 likes too. My gosh, you guys. We have a couple of queens heading in. We'll stay for these next couple of queens. Coletta Air Flight 361 coming in from New York. It's a 747-400 converted passenger plane, just 7 minutes out. Also have Singapore Airlines Cargo Flight 7988 coming in from Anchorage, a 747-400 freighter, 12 minutes out. So we got 2 queens heading our way here to the south side. What is the test stream for? Well, we're just testing out some stuff.
Service 4087, exit Hotel 6, then turn left on Hotel.
Hotel 6, left on Hotel, guys, 4087.
Simi Valley Pat. Maybe go another 2 hours just to be sure of the test.
There's 4087 at Juliet, cross me 25 right, ground point 75.
At Juliet, cross 25 right, over ground, SkyWest.
Like we also have the Qantas A380 now being towed over here to the terminal. Wait for that to get a little bit closer here. Let's take a look over to the far east as we have all the arrivals lining up, including the Queen somewhere in there. Number 2 for arrival, the DHL Coletta Air Flight 361 coming in from New York. Singapore 747 flying directly above us here at LAX. I got my bearing here. There she is.
Tower, Connie 361 approaching peak.
Connie 361 heavy, LA Tower, wind calm, runway 25 left, cleared to land. Where do you park?
Connie 361 parking south path 4.
I think I'm sold. I am certainly going to order the lens extender for this lens so we can just get a little tighter, just a little bit. Is someone taking photos next to me? No. You guys are hearing clicking
American
sounds.
314, exit here, Hotel 7, then a Juliet, cross from 25 right, ground point 75.
Okay, Hotel 7, Juliet, cross 25 right and ground, American 314, good night.
All right, so up next is the Coletta Air DHL Queen coming in from New York. Will she go all the way to Lima, though? I don't have a great shot of Lima right now. I've got a bunch of wires in front of me at this location at Imperial Hill. Not the best location in terms of getting that shot on Lima. Got Philippine, the 777-300ER. Flight coming in from Manila. Followed by the Qantas A380 being towed over to Tom Bradley. Oh, those lights from the American hangar scream 1960. Ugh. Was never a fan of that color of lights. Horrible on the eye, too, by the way. All right, let's head back to the east real quick because we have that Coletta Air 747, now short final for 2-5 left. See a little go long action. Come on.
FedEx 1379 Heavy, roger, keep it rolling. Taxi up to short, way 25 left.
Up 2 and short up, 25 left, FedEx 1379 Heavy.
Flagship 605 with you, visual 25 left.
Flagship 605, LA Tower, caution, make turbulence, Heavy 747, short final, and a Heavy 76 will hold the position when final, make 25 left to land.
Land 25 left, Flagship 605.
FedEx 1379 Heavy, traffic 7 mile final, make 25 left, line of mark.
Upway 25 left, FedEx 1379 Heavy.
Come on. Go all the way to Lima. Not feeling it here.
On 361 Heavy, turn left Alpha 8, turn left on Alpha.
Alpha 8.
Left on Alpha, left on Alpha 8, Alpha, your park, 361.
Flagship 605, where do you park?
We're going to Signature.
All right. Well, we'll head back over to Disco Lane as the Qantas A380 now currently on that.
That was 3325, caution with turbulence, Heavy 76 will depart the parallel runway, runway 25 right, line up and wing.
Runway 25 right, line up and wait, let's go with it.
93 Juliet Bravo, member for 5 months. It's a gold member. It's a new camera, Kev. The video looks amazing. No, the camera's new, but it's not new technology to us here on the channel. This is basically the same camera we've had for Nighthawk 2, which we replaced from Nighthawk 1 last year about this time. So it's the same camera, it's the same technology. It is a newer body, as we now have 2, so we can give you double cams on some of our live streams. But we are using a new encoder here tonight for the AVL on the fly. Is what the test is all about here tonight.
Level 1779, LA Tower, wind bomber, 25 left, it'll land.
Land 25 left, 1779.
FedEx 1379.
Those FedEx 767s are a little sneaky.
On 139 tonight,
Thank you, Qantas, for holding. Singapore, the 747, number 2 for arrival here on the south side. Coming in from Anchorage, flight 7988, Singapore Airlines cargo, 747-400.
Go with it, 75.
Selected 605, turn left Alpha 7, turn left on Alpha without delay off the runway.
Okay, hurry down to Alpha 7, then left on Alpha. Let's get
75325,
Oh, it's total departure, go with it,
So if you guys are just joining us, this is a little test stream here tonight. Been, what, 2 hours, just over 2 hours here, testing out some new encoder software. We'll be back with our main show, high atop the H Hotel on Friday. That's 2 days from now. Starting at 11 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Pacific on Friday, as we take you into the weekend. And then on Sunday, we'll be back for our big Sunday show starting at 8 a.m. back here at Imperial Hill. Plane Jockey Rudy will be back with me on Sunday.
Test 3325, contact Coast departure. Test 744, LA Tower tactical link for me, 25 right, line of Boeing.
25 right line voice, goes with 744.
Singapore, the 747, up next for arrival here on the south side. That is her. Will she go long for us?
And Lima, cross me 25 right, ground point 75.
Hotel 9, at Lima, cross 5 right ground, 75.
'93 Juliet Bravo with a $2 super chest. The AVL family wants a Nighthawk intro on the test day. Well, I don't know if we can run those. I guess we could. I don't know. This is all new to me. We'll have to figure it out. We'll be back with the Nighthawk intro on Friday.
Coast 5744, wind calm, RNAV Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
25 right, RNF Docker, clear for takeoff, Gavin, 5744.
LA Tower, JetBlue 2501 on the visual 250.
All right, let's see this go all the way to Lima. Come on.
Turbulence, heavy 747 rolling out, wind calm, runway 25 left, to the land.
Land 25 left, 650.
Too much wind coming off the ocean, coming up from the west.
Singapore 7988, heavy, turn left Alpha 8, turn left on Alpha, and taxi to parking.
Okay, left Alpha 8 Alpha, and for parking facing up on the 98.
Coast 744, contact Coast out of parking.
And departure, guys, for 741.
All right, the Queen making that left-hand turn onto Alpha 8. It is the top of the hour. 7 p.m. I even have the top of the hour music for you guys. It is officially just after 7 p.m. You're watching Airline Videos Live test stream. I am Plane Jockey Kevin. Oh, yeah. You guys, and with that, sorry to say, sorry, I think that is it for the end of our test stream here tonight. I think it was successful. We certainly got some bugs out of the system. Again, our next live broadcast will be Friday starting at 11 a.m. Pacific. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Friday and Sunday are our next two main shows here on the broadcast. This is kind of a pop-up show. We normally are not live on Wednesdays unless we're out of town. Thanks, you guys. Thanks to our great mods.
Thank you.
For stepping in here today. I kind of gave them a heads up of what we were doing, but I didn't say we were going to go on YouTube. So thanks, you guys, for stepping in. You guys are the best. Thanks to you great viewers all around the world. Thanks you for your awesome support as always. There's a few notes that I've made on tonight's stream. I think we're off to a good start on this. Certainly there's some things I need to look into. Certainly audio issues and whatnot. Video-wise, I think we're good to go, and we'll work on the graphics and stuff like that. But just so you know, this is not going to replace our main software. We've got so much invested in our other software that we would never get on the air if we transferred everything over to this. And I'm not even quite sure this thing could even handle the amount of pressure that we put on our other software on our main show.
2501 Taxi Hotel Juliet Cross, Romeo 25 right ground point 75.
Okay,
so this was a lot of fun. Thanks you guys for tuning in, and hopefully I will see you on Friday. Sounds like a plan, Kevin. And it wouldn't be the end of a stream if we didn't have this, right? Oh, it sounds really loud here tonight. Let's see if we can do this. Oh yes, don't forget to change the audio board for Friday, yes.
Left clear to land, United States.
That is 1207 with 3603 on our bound to 25 right to takeoff. And 1206 Tower, taxi to West 215 right.
All right, everyone. We'll see you on Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific, right here on Airline Videos Live. Good night, everyone.